Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Got some more interesting news stories for you guys today, including the massive like to dislike ratio regarding Star Wars Outlaws, some more not so great news regarding Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, but some pretty positive news regarding Fallout. Welcome to this week's wrap up. Before we get started, it would be really awesome if you guys liked and subscribed, as it really helps with the channel. Aiming for a 1,000 subscriber goal this summer, so let's see if we can make that happen. Also, thank you to everyone who watched the previous video and for getting us to 530 subscribers. Let's see if we could get 50 likes on this video. Thanks guys. So starting us off, let's talk about Star Wars Outlaws. Star Wars Outlaws is an upcoming action-adventure game set in the Star Wars universe, developed by Massive Entertainment and published by Ubisoft under license by Lucasfilms. The game takes place during the period between The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. They recently released a trailer called the Official Story Trailer, and it racked up 683,000 views at the time of this recording and currently has 33,000 likes and 41,000 dislikes. So what's going on? Why is it getting just completely demolished on YouTube right now? Well, one major reason has to be the pricing for everything regarding this game. If we open up the Ubisoft launcher and we see what's hot this week, we could see all versions of the Star Wars Outlaws game on the front page. The base game obviously is going for $70, since that's the base price for all games right now, but the gold edition is $109.99, and then the ultimate edition is $129.99. These are some pretty outrageous prices for a video game, but let's see what these packages come with, I guess. Let's see if there's any kind of justification for putting a price that high on this game. So with the $70 purchase, you get the base game and the pre-order bonuses. The Kessel Runner is included with that, as well as a cosmetic pack for your speeder and a cosmetic for the Trailblazer spaceship. Now, for an additional $40, you can get all of that plus 3 days early access and the season pass. Let's see what the season pass comes with. The Star Wars Outlaws season pass includes 2 DLCs that will release after launch. Keep exploring the world of Star Wars Outlaws with all new stories, quests, and areas to discover. The Jabba's Gambit exclusive mission available at launch. The Kessel Runner character pack featuring additional cosmetics for Kay and Nix. Just want to point out that this is available at launch. It's cut content that you have to pay extra money to play. For another $20, you get all of that plus the Rogue Infiltrator bundle, the Sabak Shark bundle, and digital art book. And then the Ubisoft Plus insert, where you get everything in the Ultimate Edition for $17.99 a month. Also, would like to mention that this doesn't include all the microtransactions that are bound to be in the game once it fully releases. People are understandably upset with these prices, and it doesn't exactly help that Ubisoft isn't in the good graces of gamers recently, with people bringing up comments like, "Remember, get used to not owning your games," which is in reference to Ubisoft's director of subscriptions, Philip Tremblay, saying to get comfortable with not owning our own games. By the way, the like to dislike ratio that I mentioned is only on the Star Wars channel. If you go to the Ubisoft YouTube channel, it is a lot worse. Lots of people ripping it apart for lots of reasons, and I can't say that I'm surprised because it's Ubisoft. The trailer looks alright, but knowing Ubisoft, they probably just made it all pretty and nice like they've done in the past, and the main game probably isn't going to be that great. This is going to be a definite nope from me, but what do you guys think? Do you guys think the outrage towards this game is ridiculous? Do you think it's justified? I kind of think that Ubisoft burned a lot of bridges, and they're gonna have to do a lot to be in the good graces of gamers again. Everyone has every right to be skeptical with what they purchase, and I just feel like that's this situation right here. So yeah, that's my opinion at least, but let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments. Now, it's not a wrap-up video if we don't talk about Suicide Squad in some capacity. So everybody who's into games knows about Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League at this point. I could say the same thing over and over again, but what I will say is that at the time of this recording, 414 players are playing right now. I swear, that number just keeps getting lower and lower every time I take a peek. As we all know, the first season of Suicide Squad was recently released, and it isn't doing too great either. I remember at the time of the season release, it briefly raised the player count to around 1,000, but yeah, as we could see today, that was very much short-lived. short-lived. Well, we're talking about Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League today because there's currently a rumor that it could be ending in 2025. At this point, for those who care, there will be spoilers regarding Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. I mean, you're not missing much, but I thought I'd just put that out there for you guys. Anyway, Miller Ross, who has covered Suicide Squad content in the past, recently took to Twitter to say, Batman returns to Metropolis in Suicide Squad's upcoming 4th season, after being rescued from a medieval-themed Elseworld of supervillain Brainiac's design, joining the Flash and Green Lantern as the Justice League continues to reform following the events of the game's campaign. Season 4 of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is currently slated to commence in January 2025. The season also brings Deathstroke into the fray as a new playable character, who is of two minds about rescuing the man who humiliated him in 2015's Arkham Knight. An article on the website 80 Level also quotes Ross saying, "This storyline concludes in the game's 5th season when the reassembled Justice League joins forces with Argus to end Brainiac's multiversal reign of terror. Sources tell me that this will likely serve as the game's finale, with the recent Season 1 doing little to reignite sales." I have to say that after playing Season 1 myself, I'm not really surprised that this game might get the axe early next year. I mean, the idea of the Justice League reassembling to take on Brainiac for one final showdown does sound pretty cool, and getting to play as Deathstroke also sounds pretty cool, but I'm telling you, after this first season that I've just played, I don't think it'll be worth the wait seeing the Justice League reassemble and playing as these other characters. It's just that this is the first season that they've done, and this is supposed to show you how the other seasons are going to play out. I'm not having a good time with this season at all, and if I'm not having a good time with this first season, then I'm going to assume that the other seasons are going to be just like this one. There's no story, there's so much grinding, the missions aren't even that interesting. Yeah, not surprised at all that it could be ending in 2025. What do you guys think though? Are you guys surprised that this wild ride called Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League could be ending next year? I won't even ask if you guys are sad that it might be shutting down because, come on. But yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking about Suicide Squad ending in 2025 in Season 5. Finally, I want to give a quick shout out to the Fallout TV series. I've been watching it with some friends. We're about 6 episodes in, and I've been enjoying it very much. It seems like with the show's release, there's been a spark of excitement within the Fallout community, and people have been playing Fallout 76, and there's even supposed to be a new update for Fallout 4 coming pretty soon. The show has got some pretty interesting plot points and some pretty interesting characters as well. They also got some good Easter eggs for people who are fans of the Fallout series, so I think it's something that everybody should check out when they get the chance. Yeah, I guess it's not really gaming news, but it pertains to gaming, and I don't know, I just felt like covering it. Have you guys watched the Fallout TV show? If you have, let me know what you guys think about it in the comments. Alright guys, time for the games coming out next week. Biogun. Get injected into the microscopic world of Biogun. Face viral threats and winding corridors on your mission to save man's best friend from the inside. Will you be the vaccine to save dogkind from extinction? Coming out on PC, April 16th. Europa. On the moon Europa, a lush terraformed paradise in Jupiter's shadow, an android named Z sets out in search of answers. Run, glide, and fly across the landscape, solve mysteries in ruins of a fallen utopia, and discover the story of the last human alive. Coming out on PC, April 16th. Grounded. The world is a vast, beautiful, and dangerous place, especially when you've been shrunk to the size of an ant. Can you thrive alongside the hordes of giant insects fighting to survive the perils of the backyard? Now coming to PlayStation 5 and Nintendo Switch, April 16th. Harold Halibut. Harold Halibut is a handmade narrative game about friendship and life on a city-sized spaceship submerged in an alien ocean. Join Harold as he explores a vibrant retro future world in his quest to find the true meaning of home. Coming out on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC, April 16th. Life Eater. If you don't sacrifice your neighbors, the world ends. Life Eater is a horror fantasy kidnapping simulator where you must become intimately familiar with your target's lives, one intrusive action at a time, and hope that the dark god you serve is even real. Coming out on PC, April 16th. Kingsgrave. Welcome to Kingsgrave, a gloomy adventure inspired by classic Zelda games. Gain more power and obtain new combat skills as you explore the fractured land, slay foes created by plague, solve puzzles, and rebuild villages. Reclaim your realm. Coming to PC, April 17th. Skur Ritual, an intense round-based zombie survival FPS. Play solo or co-op. Shoot your way through relentless waves of vicious horrors with high-octane objectives, upgrading steampunk weapons, collecting Celtic god powers, and surviving the onslaught of the Quiet Ones. Coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC, April 18th. And finally, Soul Covenant, the moving experience of a story of life told through death. A VR tactical action experience with a high level of immersion where the player will be one with the protagonist and take on a battle for the fate of the world. Coming to MetaQuest systems, PSVR 2, and PC VR, April 18th. And that's a wrap, folks. Thanks again for stopping by for this week's wrap-up. If you enjoy the content that I put out, I'd really appreciate it if you guys liked, share, and subscribed, as it really helps with the channel. I'll have more videos out for you guys soon, but until then, stay calm, stay casual, and I'll see you guys in the next one.